Choral music, unlike instrumental music, has the ability to have a direct effect through the words on your audience. Whereas with instrumental music, it's always inferred. A composer can say, this piece is about this, and it's expressing these ideas. When you have text, you have a very direct message that allows the audience, I think, to become an intimate part of the performance.
It's a luxury to be able to conduct a group like the Princeton Singers. They are excellent in their craft. They have beautiful voices. They go through a rigorous audition process to get in. As a composer, to write for Princeton Singers, it's like writing for the Cadillac of choirs. It's just this great luxury to write for a group that can essentially do anything.
When I was in medical school, there was a cathedral just a few blocks down the street, and managed to squeeze in being able to sing at the cathedral while I was going to medical school. And then I figured from that point on, if I can squeeze it in during medical school, I should find time for it, no matter what I'm doing. You know, it's amazing and stressful sometimes in a way that's completely different from my life, which most people consider to be a very stressful life. And yet it's really tremendous to see the process of creation, not just of the sound within the group, but being able to work with such a gifted composer as Stephen is.
I'm in love with singing with this group. It's such an incredible experience to be there with such great musicians and wonderful, wonderful singers.
The idea is, you know, you have this group of different people coming into a room, giving up a little of who they are as an individual to become part of this whole that is effectively being played. It's an instrument that's being played by the conductor. There are those moments where suddenly you can feel everything lock in, and it's almost like you're physically connected with everybody. And you don't have to say anything. I can look at my colleagues and I can just smile and nod, and you're like, yeah, that felt good.
It's luminous and often hard to actually maintain control of the voice that you're trying to use, because, you know, sometimes everything all of a sudden is just exactly what we're looking for, and I always get a little choked up, and that's hard to sing when you're like that.
Once a composer writes a piece, it doesn't get really, really finished until it's sung for an audience. And the experience that we have in the Princeton Singers to be able to do that year after year, concert after concert, is what brings me back.
We have one fan who remarks every time she hears the Princeton Singers that she falls in love with them over again at every concert. And I would love all audience people to walk away with that sensation.
There's no doubt in my mind that during performances, there's someone that's walked into that hall that has had the worst day, and their soul is damaged. And because of what we do as artists, we have the ability to reach inside them in a way that not very many people can, and touch them and allow them to have a moment of peace. And we get to do that. That's magic.